Buenos dias, buenos tardes, mga amigos, mga amigas, sa aking mga kayubi sa Usapang Batas. Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Ako po ang inyong lingkod, Attorney Rene Bueno. Ngayon po ay pag-usapan natin yung tungkol sa freeze order na inilabas ng AMLAC laban sa mga allegedly tiwaling mga public officials. And gagawa tayo ng isang hypothetical legal discussion on freeze orders and marital property regimes with the real-world context of Senator Chis Escudero and Hart Evangelista. Gusto ko lang gumawa ng disclaimer that this is just a hypothetical exercise based on publicly available information and legal principles. At tatalakayin natin to for educational purposes at sa mga ibang mga suki natin dito sa aking YouTube channel na medyo similar ang sitwasyon pagdating sa property regime. So, ang i-apply natin dito yung legal principles to the Escudero Evangelista scenario. Gawin natin itong isang case study. So, let us frame this as if we are analyzing a hypothetical case involving the couple. So, ang gawin natin dito, iset natin yung stage, no? Isang hypothetical premise. Let us assume arguendo, no? For the sake of argument, that Senator Chis Escudero is under investigation for alleged corruption of illicit enrichment during his time in public office, particularly as a senator. So, na-link allegedly sa mga flood control programs at nakinabang daw doon sa mga kickbacks. At dahil dyan, ay mukhang balak sampahan ng kaso sa Office of the Ombudsman. Okay? I-assume lang natin. As a result of this investigation, no, the Anti-Money Laundering Council ay nag-obtain, no, ng freeze order on assets suspected to be connected to this alleged unlawful activities, itong flood control anomalies. So, siyempre pag kumuha ang Anti-Money Laundering Council, magpapail yan ng petition sa Court of Appeals para lumabas yung freeze order. Kaya lamang dito, siyempre, tingnan natin yung marital property regime ni Chis kay Hart Evangelista. So, the first crucial question is, what is the marital property regime governing the Escudero Evangelista marriage? Diretsuhin ko na kaya ng English kasi minsan di ko alam kung lalabas sa bibig ko Tagalog o English, nabubulol tuloy ako. Okay, yung scenario number 1 is that absolute community of property, yung kanilang regime ng property. So, if the couple is under the absolute community of property regime, which is the default marriage for as provided for in the Family Code of the Philippines na nag-take effect yan no, August 3, 1988, no? Unless na lang merong ibang marriage settlement, no, na pinag-usapan yan. Under that regime, all properties owned by either spouse at the time of the marriage and those acquired during the marriage ay generally become part of the community property. Ibig sabihin yan, what is yours is mine, what is mine is yours. Yun yung absolute community of property. Okay, ano yung potential impact niyan? This means that any assets acquired during their marriage, regardless of whose name they are under, could be subject to the freeze order if there is a reasonable suspicion that they originated from unlawful activities. Medyo delikado pag ang mag-asawa ay nasa absolute community of property, damay-damay lahat yan pag may freeze order. Ang Court of Appeals, kasama na dyan yung mga mga bahay at lupa, bank accounts, yung mga investments nila, yung mga luxury items, katulad ng artwork, jewelry, and designer goods. So, may usap-usapan nga yung 30 million peso ring no, na ipinakita. Yan, public knowledge naman to, no? Okay, ginagawa lang natin example. So, yung 30 million peso ring gifted to Heart Evangelista becomes a focal point. The Anti-Money Laundering Council could argue that even if the ring was a gift, the funds used to purchase it came from community property tainted by the alleged illicit or unlawful activities. So dito, mangyayari dito, may depensa siyempre si Heart Evangelista dito. Hart would need to demonstrate that the funds used to purchase the ring came from a legitimate source unrelated to Senator Escudero's alleged activities. So, safe siya. Ako. So, this could involve providing evidence of her independent income as an actress, model, and influencer. Ang laki kumita nito, tapos sila yung dating may-ari ng Barrio Fiesta restaurant, yung may masarap na crispy pata. Okay, she would need to trace the funds to her separate income. Okay, scenario number 2. Paano kung complete separation of property to? Hindi absolute. Ito, alam natin talagang may prenuptial agreement silang dalawa eh. Excuse me. Kung yung mag-asawa entered into a prenuptial agreement establishing a complete separation of property. So, yung kanya ay kanya, yung akin ay akin. Each spouse retains exclusive ownership and control over their assets. And this provides a much stronger shield for Heart Evangelista's assets. Yung Anti-Money Laundering Council would have a significantly higher burden of proof to include her assets in the freeze order. So medyo mabigat ang laban ng Anti-Money Laundering Council. Paano yung pagdating doon sa 30 million peso ring na niregalo ni Senator Cheese kay Hart? The ring would be considered Hart's separate property. To include it in the freeze order, the Anti-Money Laundering Council would need to prove, yung AMLA would need to prove direct link, no? That the exact funds used to purchase the ring can be traced directly to Senator Escudero's alleged unlawful activities. Dapat may link na direkta. So, pag ganon, this is a very difficult task, requiring meticulous forensic accounting. Ito, narinig yun yung forensic accounting, nasa ICI, di ba? So, titingnan natin, baka may conspiracy din, that Hart was complicit in the alleged unlawful activities or knowingly benefited from them. This would require evidence of her direct involvement. Na kung saan Senator Escudero transfer funds to Hart specifically to shield them from potential legal action. So ano magiging legal strategies dito and yung mga potential defenses? Ngayon ganito yan eh. Regardless of the marital property regime, the couple would likely employ the following legal strategies. Ito pang kunwari kukuha ng bar exam yung mga nakikinig sa atin, pero actually pinabababa lang natin sa level ng masa, no? So ano yung magiging legal strategies dito ng couple? Magpapaya ng motion to lift the freeze order. Kung na-issuehan na ng freeze order, the primary strategy would be to file a motion to lift the freeze order, arguing that there is no probable cause to believe that the assets are connected to unlawful activities. Ito binanggit ko kanina sa usapang batas, kaya lang medyo maiksi talaga ang oras doon eh. 2-3 topic ang pinag-uusapan. So, both si Escudero at saka si Hart would need to provide detailed financial records to demonstrate the legitimate sources of their income and assets. Lalong-lalo na si Hart. Product endorser yan, talent, modelo, artista, negosyante. So, pwedeng baka ma-justify. So they would challenge the evidence presented by the Anti-Money Laundering Council, arguing that it is insufficient, unreliable, or based on speculation. Definitely, yun na magiging depensa dyan. So definitely gusto ni Hart maproteksyonan yung kanyang separate assets dito, kaya nga may complete separation of property during the marriage eh. Hart would vigorously defend her separate assets, arguing that they were acquired through her independent efforts and are not connected to any wrongdoing by her husband. So yan ang isa sa magiging depensa dyan. So tingnan natin yung public perception naman, and then syempre yung media scrutiny. So it is very crucial to acknowledge the role of public perception and media scrutiny in this hypothetical scenario. The high-profile nature of the individuals involved would amplify the public interest and potentially influence the legal proceedings. Tingnan natin do sa scenario number 1, di ba? Absolute community of property yung ginawa nating hypothetical example. So the outcome would likely depend on the strength of the evidence presented by the Anti-Money Laundering Council and the ability of the couple to demonstrate the legitimate sources of their assets. So it is possible that some of Hart's asset could be temporarily frozen pending investigation. So parang mayroong konting disadvantage kapag absolute community of property. So tingnan natin yung scenario number 2. Complete separation of property kasi nagkaroon ng prenuptial agreement. So kapag ganito, complete separation of property, it would be much more difficult for the Anti-Money Laundering Council to include Hart Evangelista's assets in the freeze order unless, ito na yung exemption to the rule, unless they can establish a direct link to unlawful activities or prove complicity. Your separate property would likely be protected. Okay, protected. So, pero alam mo naman, yung utak ng mga abogado minsan, no, pag nagkalkal ng ebidensya, kumukuha eh. Nagkakaroon yung hinahanap talaga yung missing link, no? Gagawa ng direktang link doon sa asset vis-a-vis the unlawful activities. So, itong hypothetical scenario na to involving Cheese and Hart illustrates the complexities of asset preservation, orders, and critical importance of understanding marital property regimes. The outcome of such a case will depend on a careful analysis of the facts, the applicable laws, and the legal strategies employed by both sides. So, it underscores the need for meticulous financial record keeping and a proactive approach to protecting one's assets. So, titingnan natin, no, kung ma-freeze ba o ma-forfeit yung asset ni Hart Evangelista, it will be dependent on the property regime entered into by the couple, si Hart at si Cheese. At pinaliwanag nga natin, kung absolute community of property, medyo disadvantage on their part. But if it is going to be complete separation of property, yung nakalagay sa prenuptial agreement, so medyo it would be very difficult on the part of Anti-Money Laundering Council to confiscate the properties. Unless na lang they have a direct link, no, doon sa properties purchased, obtained by Hart and Cheese, no, na may connection doon sa mga unlawful activities. But everything will be dependent on the evidence of the case. So sana po may natutunan kayo ngayon dito sa aking vlog, no, tungkol sa property regime, tungkol dyan sa freeze order, at yung exemption to the rule. So hanggang dito na lamang po, ako pong muli ang inyong lingkod, Attorney Rene Bueno.